2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Oakland as the Warriors go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Golden State does so many things well. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, they're tremendous. But a lot of folks, Kenny, don't realize how good they are defensively, and statistically, they were the best in the league last year.
You know, Ernie, when you have multiple players on the all-defensive team, you have Andrew Bogut, you got Draymond Green, guys who are lockdown defenders, you are going to be a great defensive team. And they've held their best field goal percentage against teams last season, 42.6%.
That's just under 43% in my book.
0.6.
Yeah.
You know what, Ernie, what I like about that team, everyone from the 2 to the 4 position has quickness, speed, allows them to just switch all over the court. And when they go small, they're unbeatable, Ernie.
And, of course, you got Steph Curry. And you know what I like to say about him.
Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
He makes it.
Steph Curry with the shot, boys.
He makes it look
Steph-less.
Oh, that's a good one. He's still using
that. Was a good
yes,
one.
sir. Time now for tip-off.
I got one. He's so Steph-efficient.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, he's very clever.
Got one?
You got one?
He's very Curry-licious.
Boo. Boo,
That was
boo, boo.
terrible. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
We've got basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California. Live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. So Cleveland will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for Cleveland, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving at the 1. Now, here is Irving. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3, and that one's good, Shumpert. Shumpert's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Cavs. On defense, the Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Free throw, good, Bogut.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
And Bogut drops them both.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Now here's James. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Curry with it. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Shot is no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. And the Cavaliers with possession. James. Great D that time from Green.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Curry. Mozgov with the block. James kicks to Shumpert. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Picked by Mozgov. And a wide open look for Irving. And the three off target. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Irving dishes to Love. LeBron against Green. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the line. That's short off the rim.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
That puts them in the lead. Green's got his first basket.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
On the wing, Irving. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5 shots.
Good.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
James outside. He dishes it to Mozgov. Love with the screen on Barnes. Passes it to James. Fades back. James with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
There's the bucket. Good.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
James with another miss.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Curry against Irving. Nobody near Barnes. Off target from outside. LeBron passes to Irving. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving drives in. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
Shumpert with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love with the screen on Bogut. Bogut against Irving. Here's Love, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. And our old partner Steve Kerr also got a chance to coach the West All-Stars. And Greg, his record-setting debut season with the Golden State Warriors. Clark, he really hit a lot of big milestones early.
Well, none of us are surprised at his success.
No.
I mean, Steve will be the first to tell you it was because he was surrounded by excellent assistants. I mean, that's one of the underrated aspects of being a good coach is you've got to have a good staff, and Steve has that.
Excellent point. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Jefferson comes in for James. Smith checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good from Love. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And here is Williams after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Williams kicks to Smith. Love with the screen for Smith. Off the screen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Took him no time at all on that one. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the first. Here is Livingston. He's guarded by Williams and stolen by Love. Here's Smith.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
For Cleveland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Cleveland. And it's tied up with that one. The Warriors have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here is Barbosa. And Thompson sends it back. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious career coaching over in Europe. He talked about the difference coaching abroad.
There's just a lot more practice time. And when the games come, you're still playing 2, maximum 3 times a week. You know, here you could be playing 4 or 5 times a week, and your practice time is going to be limited, and your ability to change things is going to be limited. You know, adjustments can and will be made and should be made, but you got to be a lot more pointed.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And guys, for everything we've said about Kyrie Irving over the years, now let's talk about maybe another area, and that is his willingness to give up the ball. LeBron came to town at the beginning of last season. Kyrie didn't even flinch at the prospect of being 1B to 1A. To me, that was a very selfless way of giving the mantle of that team over to LeBron.
I agree with you, and there was some question as to whether Kyrie would be able to do that at this point in his career, but ultimately that's what champions do. Kobe did it for Shaq, Robinson did it for Tim Duncan, and that's really what great players do.
That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Spates sets a screen. Thompson against Irving. They set the pick. Spates dishes to Curry. They grab their own miss. Can't cash in from close range.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
James, the pass to Varejão. It's stolen by Green. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Spates sets a screen. Curry kicks to Spates. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And getting back to Kyrie, many felt the addition of LeBron would cut down on Kyrie's playmaking opportunities. But Kyrie was near his career average in assists last season. That even further indicates how seamlessly the two superstars were able to gel.
Now, here's Thompson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. Love comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Irving. Love outside. Mozgov, a screen on Green. Back to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Shumpert with it. Now Green defending. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors trail by 3. Curry dishes to Thompson. Back to Curry. A floater.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Curry.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
LeBron passes to Shumpert. Love with the screen for Shumpert. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Shumpert's got 5 now. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
The drive by James. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Thompson. There's the triple. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
Mozgov's shot is off.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Bogut dishes to Thompson. Bogut with the screen on Shumpert. It's Thompson off the drive, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
LeBron kicks to Irving. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first half. That's good.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
Just 4 to shoot. The drive by Thompson. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Mozgov. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. 43 seconds left to play here in the half. All alone. Mozgov throws it down with the quick putback jam.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
Here's Shumpert. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. There's the pick. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Iguodala against Smith. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Here's Varejão. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Livingston. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers ahead. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they committed to pounding the ball inside, and they were rewarded for it. Points in the paint. Those kept the defense honest because teams have gotten really good at running the three-point shooters off the line, so getting it inside was a good attack in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Klay Thompson with an impressive quarter. He's got 8 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. Thompson against Shumpert. A second chance effort. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Bogut.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
The drive by LeBron. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Good.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Now here's Curry. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving, and he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 1.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Well, going back to Bogut when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. One of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with tiny putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Draymond Green. It's rebounded by Curry.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Curry kicks to Green. There's the feed to Barnes. Love against Green. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Looking to end the run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting. His mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Good on the second free throw.
Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself, and you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about it. He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Livingston passes to Barnes. Golden State moving it around. Spates. A second chance effort, and he sinks the layup.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
James wide open. Shot is off, and it's the Warriors taking it the other way. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Here's Barbosa. It's rebounded by Cleveland. LeBron's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Nice shot by Smith.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
He's checked in for Golden State. Then for the Cavaliers, Varejao comes in for LeBron. And Jefferson subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. .125 left in the third quarter. And Barbosa has it in the corner. He feeds it to Ezeli. 5 to shoot. And here's Iguodala outside. Thompson with the rebound. Cleveland leading by 9. Outside Williams. The pass to Smith. Lets it go with a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Livingston. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside Williams. Can't get it to fall.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Iguodala dishes to Ezeli. Baseline jumper. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead. Now here's Williams. Picked by Varejao. It's Williams with the drive. Off target. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
Come on with it. Me and you getting it on, don't even go there. Come on with it. Come on with it.
More levels, more devils. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far.
Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice.
Cleveland leading by 5. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And that one's good. 11 points for LeBron.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Thompson. To the inside. Bogut. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists tonight. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Irving against Curry. Irving kicks to James. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
That's good from Irving.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Checking out the game LeBron is having. 12 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And James drills them both.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also that basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
We're talking about the strength of LeBron now. We saw Michael Jordan do this too. They paid a lot of attention to the body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Now here's James. Outside Irving. Feeds to Love. Back to Irving. LeBron left side. And the shot falls short this time. Warriors trail by 5. Curry passes to Barnes. He kicks to Thompson. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Curry with the 3. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Shumpert with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Picked by Mozgov. Irving drives in. Love at the elbow. It's James atop the key. Offline from the top of the key.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Shumpert against Barnes. Back to Curry. Dishes it to Thompson. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Shumpert kicks to James. Love against Curry. They double team Love. Here's LeBron. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Oracle Arena, let's keep it going for your Warriors girls.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Bogut. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes dishes to Thompson. Curry passes to Thompson. Barnes against Love. Now Barnes. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Pass to Barnes. LeBron with the block. Here's Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Goes back up. Offensive rebound. Bogut. And that one is stuffed right through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Golden State.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Here's Barnes, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
At the line for Warriors, Harrison Barnes. He has...
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Cleveland leading by 6. 1:10 left in the fourth. Layup off the pin. And it's good on the layup. LeBron's got 17 now just in the second half. Curry attacking, kicks to Bogut. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Love.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They get the rebound. Here's Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
At the line for your Warriors, Draymond Green. At the line for 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Now, here is Irving. The dish to Mozgov. It's stolen by Bogut.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
34 seconds left in the game. And so they foul intentionally. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
They just haven't been able to contain Irving. He has 8 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Thompson inside the line. Bogut kicks to Kerr. Golden State moving it around. And here's Barnes for 3, but they get it back.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
Outside Irving. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the difference maker down the stretch in this game?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. That's what it's all about with our team. We know if we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
LeBron, thank you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
We all know anytime you got LeBron James on the floor, he's going to bring that will to win. He has so many tools in his arsenal he can throw at you, not to mention his defense. Literally, any night he can take over a game. Tonight we saw King James exert his will on the game.
They asked an awful lot from him tonight offensively, and he delivered. When they needed a big bucket, he was the guy they turned to, and he delivered, like I said. I mean, this guy was unbelievable. He did not shy away from the moment.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.